Hi, it's Michelle Greenwell here with Dance Debut and sharing a little bit about the Sound Essence bath that we just recorded, and just to give you a little taste of the instruments that were a part of that process. So Jenece is going to tell you a little bit about herself and then explain a little bit about the harp.
Hi, I'm Jenece Gerber. I'm a singer, composer, harpist, teacher, and Reiki master. And today for the sound bath, I played the harp. And this particular harp is a Celtic style harp, wherein each of these strings can be raised or lowered via changing the lever. So changed or lowered half a step. So play one note there. If I flip the lever, then it's a half step higher. So today I had the harp tuned at A432. So in Western music anyways, Western classical music typically tuned to A440. So that A is tuned to the frequency of 440 hertz. But there is some research supporting that A432, so just a titch lower for that same A, harmonizes better with the body. So A432 is especially useful when doing sound healing work. For more information about me, you can see my website, jenece.com, and that's every other letter is an E, JENECE.com. And I'm also the events and program director at Fireweed Earthos.
And so when you played today, that wasn't music that was written music. You were responding to what was going on in the room.
Sure, yeah, it was totally improvised. Paying attention to the energy in the room, to the sounds in the room, to the sound essences in the room, to our intentions for this sound bath, and responding and adding my own bit to all of that.
And we had, as we were doing that, the recording, you wouldn't see it, but we were responding back and forth to each other as we were playing, and as I was speaking the meditation. And it was a beautiful process that you feel the whole group kind of meld together and really solidify, and particularly as we're going towards our goals, it just got stronger and stronger. So we hope that you experience that in the recording. Thanks, Jenece, for being a part of the project, and I know the dancers are going to love it. So.
Thanks, Michelle.
We're back, and I would like to introduce you to Natascha Polomski from Turn Up the Frequency, and she's going to share a little bit about the instruments that she was playing.
Yes, so my name is Natascha Polomski, and I use metal singing bowls, also called Tibetan meditation bowls. Also, some people say they're not only from Tibet, and they don't only produce them. Mine actually are produced in Nepal, and they're new bowls, and they have a very clear sound, very deep vibration. So the way I'm trained is a relaxation method that comes from Germany. It's called Peter Hess Klangmassage, and in that we place the singing bowls on the body and use the very nice relaxation response that you get with the singing bowls in a treatment that is about an hour long, which really makes people float and relax totally. So yeah, so that's what I use. The other things we have here is a happy drum, which is a steel drum from the States. Mine actually went to Germany, has been retuned. The tuning is called is called Chime. It's an 8 major pentatonic. So this is one of the few toys you can give your kids, and you're actually happy that they play them for an hour because it gives you your healing. Then we have some Koshi chimes. The which are from France. There's 4 different tunings for the 4 nature elements. And we have a gong. That's a fen gong, or also called a sun gong, because it goes outside. It looks like the gold or the wind, also called. The specialty with these ones is they are flat outside, so they spread out the sound completely, while there's black and white ones, black and gold ones, they're called tam-tam gongs. They are bent at the corner, and they are, as far as I learned, more susceptible to breakage if you hit them at the wrong point. While this one I can hit anywhere and will not cause any trouble. And the last thing we used to close the sound essence bath was the tingshas, which have a very high, clear tone to bring you back to the here and now.
So the singing bowls, you've got lots of different sizes here. So do you want to explain a little bit about what those sizes mean?
So as they're manufactured for those sessions, they're called, for the place they're placed on, which is, this one is a pelvic bowl because it's placed between solar plexus and pelvis, and solar plexus to root chakra. They're usually deeper in tone. The frequency range is between 100 and 900 hertz, and very nice grounding. You put them on the body and people just go, they just really relax to that. Then we have a heart bowl, and there's 2 different shapes of it. Basically, due to the rim being pulled inwards, the frequency range is higher. It's 200 to 1180 hertz, and that's placed at the heart or throat chakra. Even so, we're not specifically, as Peter has, working in the throat or in the chakra, we're working in that area. And then we have a bowl that's called a universal one, and the range of that is 100 to 2800 hertz. It's a very wide frequency range, and you can work anywhere and everywhere around the body in the field.
This one I notice, for me, really opens up the joints.
Yeah.
So if I have a lot of tension going on, then that immediately is...
It's also called a joint bowl. Gelenkschale in German. So the interesting part in that is it really clearly shows you when you play that, if you take the lower notes, I don't know, I can really make that happening here. So if I tap that, it has low and high notes, and if I start cutting the lower ones out, all you have is the higher notes, which is also the case when you use the mallet to rub it. As the frequency, the vibration is mainly happening in the upper part, you get only the high notes and not the lower notes. So, quite the difference.
So you can, I'm not sure
What it picks up.
across time if you can see this, but when she played on the higher end, it really was echoing in my ears. But as soon as she hit that lower note, it came right down in my body.
Yeah.
So I could definitely feel a difference.
My suggestion when you do meditations with singing bowls, you want to tap them as much as possible, because most of us are not grounded at all. And if you only rub it, you get only the higher notes, so you're all in your head, and you lose your grounding. So, and especially people who are have anxiety, who are high nervous energy, if you have them all in their head, they can't calm down. They have no chance to get to a lower level and really relax and be grounded. So that's why when I do the sound bath, I mostly tap, I rarely rub. So.
And then you also do putting this singing bowl suction cup inside, and then you actually can do chair massages. So you're taking that bowl up and down the spine as an example.
Yeah.
So another way to be able to bring the frequency into the body.
As they are made to be on the body, the vibration is very, how to say that, the muscles react instantly on that vibration. It's like you're shaking up, and the muscles let go of that tension, and you can relax completely. At the same time, the tones of the singing bowl will create an alpha to theta mode in your brain, which is the meditative state. But they won't allow you to hold on to any thoughts. So meditation with the singing bowls is really easy, at least with those ones, I find. It's really easy as you can't hold on to any thoughts, which is usually the problem when you start meditating and people tell you, you have to clear your mind. It doesn't work, right? So with those, you don't have to clear your mind because they do it for you. Anything that comes in, you realize there's a thought and you just go, oh, I don't care. I don't care. And that is really, really amazing to see when people are relaxed and in the session, that it doesn't matter what's happening outside. They come up, you see them react a little bit, and then they fall right back into relaxation.
Beautiful. The Koshi chimes. A little bit about them. Can you just share?
As I said, made in France. They are, as far as I know, pitch perfect. Each Koshi chime has tiny rods in them. Wish I could show them, but Michelle maybe has a photo of them. So it has 8 tiny rods and a glass pebble, and that's all there is to it, and the bamboo veneer. And this creates the amazing sound they do. Personally, I love them when they, like, just to play them single or like this, very quietly. Or then go full force.
And we very often will play all 4 when we're doing the sound bath. Give a nice, powerful, we bring in a few and then we expand it and then go back down to a few again. Yeah. So, the happy drum, I have one of these and I teach with it. I teach a lot of children, and what I find with the drum is it allows them to let go of their fear. So if we play the drum when they're coming into dance class, then if I'm going to do some expressive work in the center of the floor, I don't have anybody who's apprehensive about sharing anything. That really allows them to just really relax and be in the moment. And the other thing is they all love to take turns being the creator of the music, and everybody else can dance to what they've created. So this has been a really great tool for me to add into my classroom, and also for myself. If I start the class relaxed, it's fantastic because I don't have any tension in my own body, which is also a great self-care piece.
I find it brings everybody together. That's it. It makes the group coherent, and it's just you're all on the same level when you start. You're not all scattered and still trying to pull things together. You're all here. You all start, and you're really a team when you get together.
Focus is definitely there. Yeah. Perfect. Well, thank you for sharing that part.
Thank you.
So I'm going to turn to what's behind me here and just share a little bit about the bottles. These are made by Evelyn Mulders in Kelowna, BC, and her company is called soundessence.net. And there, as you see how many bottles are here, I have a few more, I have 7 more on the floor here. And so I was able to combine, usually I'm taking 2 blends and spraying them at the same time, which allows the frequency of one bottle to mix with the frequency of the other bottle. And each one has different tones in it. So in the case of this one, I'm holding on to Peace. And Peace is one of, from the series, The Heart Tones, Symphony of Vibration in a Bottle. And the note that the water in here has been vibrated at is C sharp. The color that has been added is indigo, because all colors have a different vibration. And crystals that were put into the water to add their frequency is amethyst, gold, rose quartz. And then there's the essences. There's some fireweed in here. We just finished making fireweed tea. So the essences in here, we have fireweed, goat's beard, harvest lily, peace dove, peace fairy, and then we move to the essential oils. And there are 7 essential oils in this one bottle. So it's kind of like having essential oils on steroids when you put them all together. So each bottle is very unique. We have 5 elements. We have the chakra series, plus we have the chakra connectors. So you have your whole tone notes, but then you have your stepping notes, kind of as Jenece was explaining with the harp. And then we have, for the auric field, we have a whole series and layer of that. And we have archangels, And then we have some little miscellaneous pieces in there. There's behind me was Snow Angel, which is a reminder to play, and I did spray that one. There's also vibrational immunity for the global community. So this is something she created for all of us trying to navigate COVID parameters. And the other one down here, these are all the emotions. I just have them in front of me, so we have 7 different ones with that. So when I play with these, they're beautiful smelling, which you don't get when we're doing the sound essence bath. But those people who are very familiar with the sound essence bath that we would typically offer people in person, they get quite familiar with the smells. And so what we did on our last online session was spray, and people still were able to pick up the frequency of the smell, which was really kind of cool. You can spray them one at a time, or like I said, you can combine them. And then I use the messages from each bottle to create the meditation. And I think that wraps us up to all that we put into the sound essence bath for everyone. And we wanted to give everyone an experience that was a little bit different, to be able to experience sound. Dancers, I know, experience sound by the music they dance with, but sometimes we forget about the music that's within us just for who we are. And this allows you the opportunity to transfer yourself back to that place of being the genuine person that you love to be. So we hope that the balance, the sound essence bath, provides you with some rejuvenation. And we noticed as we came through that whole experience, it was really vision mapping. And we hope that that allows you to find a new way of your normal in the dance world and in the projects that you're working on, and as you go forward with who you are and what you do. So all the best. Thank you for sharing with us.